Guitar magazines, are they worth it anymore? That's a question I asked myself when I went to go and buy a copy of Total Guitar last week. So, I didn't just buy Total Guitar. I bought all 6 guitar mags the shop had got, so you don't have to. The plan is, I'm going to read through all 6 of these magazines back to back, and then I'm going to give you an honest opinion on whether I think you should part with your money each month, or whether these are something that you should dodge. If there are any top picks that you should be reading, or any that you should be avoiding, I'll let you know. Predictions, I think I know how this is going to go, and you probably do too. But leave your comments down below now and see if you're right. Something tells me the internet age hasn't been kind to our old friend the Guitar Magazine. But let's find out. It's time to start reading.
One eternity later.
Well, after some time and a trip out for repair supplies for this, I'm back. Shipping damage, but we'll fix it. Keep an eye out for video and comment if you know what this guitar is. Also, it seems like a good time to say hello. I'm Jack. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to anybody who's new. I hope you enjoy this video, dudes, and if you do, consider hitting the like button and subscribe if you want to stick around. So, let's talk about these magazines then. After absorbing all their wonderful knowledge, I feel like I've got a good idea on what I can tell you, and I'm pleasantly surprised. There are definitely rubbish bits, but the internet hasn't chewed up and spat out guitar magazines just yet. First of all, with the exception of a couple, they feel much thinner than they used to. Maybe I'm old, maybe it's the memory of my childish hands 16 years ago holding them, but they definitely feel thinner. And in some instances, like Guitar World and Guitar Player magazine, it feels like the book is almost 50% adverts. There are even adverts in the advertising sections of the magazine advertising how to advertise. So, while we're talking about Guitar World and Guitar Player, these are the ones you should avoid. This is just my opinion, obviously. The interviews are good, and there are some good bits to learn. But like I said, there's a lot of adverts in these. It feels like you're paying 5, 6 or 7 quid for a magazine that's just advertising to you. You're paying to be advertised to, and I don't like that. Stinky. These two are the middle of the road options, Guitar Magazine and Guitarist. Both of these are great magazines. Loads of solid information, loads of nice pictures to drool over, and they feel fairly thick, substantial, you get a lot of information in them. That said, these are the magazines for the blues lawyers. If you wear a suit all week and then play Smoke on the Water on your Les Paul Custom at a weekend, these are the magazines that you buy. Nah, I'm joking obviously, but these magazines definitely know who they're aimed at, and that's perfectly fine. These are the ones that I'd pick up if I was going on like a big long train journey or something like that. It's not really any lesson content, but there's loads of good information in terms of interviews and gear and stuff like that. Plenty of stuff to read, plenty of stuff to keep you entertained. Pretty impressed with both of them. And Guitar Magazine had a sick calendar for next year, so bonus points I guess. So that means there's only 2 left. Total Guitar and Guitar Techniques. These are my recommendations. I've got to say, it makes me proud that Total Guitar ended up in the top 2, but it's not my top pick. I would pick Guitar Techniques over that every time, but I'll tell you why. Even after so many years, Total Guitar still manages to feel modern. It's got an interesting split of interviews, lessons, gear reviews, but it does feel like it's trying to sell to you a little bit. Also, it's kind of a bit hit and miss on the subject matter. I know I said it feels modern, but this issue's all about the Beatles, which is fine if you like the Beatles. I don't like the Beatles. However, I do love Mastodon and Trivium, and there were 2 decent sized interviews with them in there. The lesson content is good too. There are songs in there for you to pick up, there's technique stuff, introductions to techniques, that sort of thing. There's a lot of good stuff in there. However, despite this picture of Gary Moore and his furry guitar and really tight trousers, this is my pick. This is the one that I would get every month, and I probably will start getting every month. This is the magazine that gives you the most value for your money. It's not the thickest book, but there are some really solid interviews in there, and all the text is really small, which might not be good if you can't see, but I feel like that's probably what they've done. They've lowered the text size so that they can fit more in a smaller book to save on production costs, probably because the internet is absolutely decimating magazines. There was a section in here that branded itself as a magazine that will make you better at playing guitar, and I fully believe that. There's loads of varied and useful tab in here for any guitarist, and the interviews are all very focused on becoming a better guitar player and drilling into what makes a good guitar player a good guitar player. You feel like there is a solid focus on improving. Honestly, I think if you get this every month and put its lessons into practice, you will become a better guitar player relatively quickly. So yeah, I think the guitar magazines are still worth it, some more than others. If you can avoid the ones that feel like you're paying them to advertise to you, then I definitely think you should pick up more guitar magazines in future. There's a lot to learn from the guitarists in the books. They're great lessons, good information on gear. You'd just be expanding your guitar knowledge really, and that's a good thing. But I think I'll leave it there and pass it over to you. Do you think guitar magazines are worth it? Do you buy them very often? Do you not see the point anymore because everything you need is on the internet? Let me know. Leave a comment. We'll get a discussion going and it'll be cool to know what everybody thinks. I just want to say thank you again for watching. It really means a ton. If you did get something out of this video, then hitting the like button is the best way to show your support. Also, I would love to have you stick around. So hit that subscribe button for more videos each week. Take care, mate. Stay safe. I'll see you later.